Once again, we coming back with the continuation of the next portion of episode 6 of the Benefactors. Welcome to all the listeners. We appreciate you all for sticking with us. Last episode, we put Mainline through his paces, uh, learned a few things about his situation. We'll get back to him at some point. Today, we're going to hop right into what happens with Gray Lion. After that meeting where the benefactors let everybody go on their way. So we're just gonna hop right to it. Thanks for coming. All right, so after the end of the meeting, after you all are dismissed, uh, White Wolf walks up to Gray Lion, says, "So what do you think you're going to do in your time off?"
Hmm. I have some I have a long talk with my supervisor coming up. Being gone as long as I have, I'm sure there are going to be questions. Uh,
Absolutely, absolutely.
Assuming I'm not kicked out of Shield, uh, and I'm allowed to stay on base, maybe I'll get a chance to make some upgrades to my suit.
Okay. Question: which suit do you think is better? You can be honest.
Uh, it depends. They're kind of the same, but do different things. Uh, from the specs you've shown me, uh, if I'm working more with people in a direct combat or open combat situation, the direwolf seems like I'd be of great benefit to my comrades. Uh, the Gray Lion suit still is more of a, I'm kind of functioning mostly for myself.
Interesting.
Really, it doesn't really do much for it for anyone that I'm teamed up with.
Well, the direwolf suit is designed to make you pretty much lethal in solo combat because of its ability to go dark. Tell you what, let's go to the training room and we can spar a little. Bring your dire wolf suit and let's put it through its paces.
All right, sounds good.
All right, so you have your house slippers now, so you can move throughout the facility to all the unrestricted areas on your own. Um, White Wolf is going to meet you in the training facility, so you have can do whatever you want in the meantime. So he's already in the facility. What are you going to do?
MH, is there a locker room around here?
Of course there is, sir. That's not him talking. That's me talking.
Okay.
You have a locker room. You have your quarters.
Oh, even better. MH, take me to my quarters.
Door opens up.
I walk
Step through
in.
it onto your room.
Hmm. They got nice digs for personal quarters here. All this tech, I guess I should expect that. All right, let's see how this direwolf suit fits.
Okay. So the direwolf suit is it's a very it's similar to how all of the Black Panther like suits are in Wakanda. It is has the same sleek look. Has the same pointy ears at the top, except it's the color is different. It's in somewhat off-white color, uh, and there is like a mane going around the neck that is brown in color. So it's a little bit. It has its own distinction from even the White Wolf's costume. It almost looks like the White Wolf costume with a slightly different off-white tint and a mane. Also, On its wrist, on its left wrist, is a some type of energy generator that produces the shield, and it also has a holster on the back for the spear.
Hmm.
So
Like this.
you put the costume on, and you do anything else before you go to the training room, or are you just going to the training room?
Uh, Before I stop at the training room, I'm just gonna like peek in on a few other people.
All right, who would you like to check on?
I'm gonna check on Breaker. This
Okay,
whole situation is a little interesting.
so uh, you need to figure out where Breaker is.
MH, what's the current location on Breaker?
Breaker is currently in the training room.
Okay, I guess I'll see him anyway. Current location on Remedy.
Remedy is currently in her quarters, getting ready for something.
Well, that's a nope. Uh, Current location on Kiri.
Kiri is also in her quarters.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
not.
you can communicate with them. You have the house slippers, so you are capable of direct communication.
Hmm. You know what? I'm just gonna head straight for the training room for now.
All right, so you open up a door, I'm assuming, and walk through. You see that uh, Dexter and Paladin have been sparring. What's going on, Gray Lion?
Hey, how's it going? Wait, who's talking to me?
Paladin.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm cool. We just getting through using the floor. You and White Wolf getting ready to throw down a little bit.
Yeah, looks like it. I assume that I'm going to get my butt whooped for a few moments.
That suit is pretty cool. Can't
Thank
wait
you.
to see it in action. Hey Dex, you want to check this out?
Here's my guy,
Sure do.
Quarterman, or Quartermain, as they probably
What's up,
call him
Gray?
in the
What's
street.
up, Gray Lion? What's going on?
Good to see you, sir. Looks like you've been having some fun out here.
Oh, for sure. Bulked up a
By
little
the way,
bit.
on that last test, good shot. I was trying to get rid of mainline before you stepped in, and you finished both of us off.
I appreciate it, but I think you guys might be a little bit more dangerous now.
Yeah, we'll see. I can't wait to field test this.
All right, well, I'm definitely about to watch this. So they walk over and they walk over to the area where Breaker is sitting by himself. Um, Breaker doesn't really say anything. He's just sitting there. Uh, so
I'll walk over.
White Wolf walks up onto the floor and he said, and he's wearing his White Wolf costume and he says, "I'm ready when you are."
Okay. Hmm. Uh, how to approach this?
Now, White Wolf is currently wearing uh, his costume and he also has his weapons. So he looks at you and he says, "Weapon or no weapons?"
We can start no weapons. See how that go.
As you wish. And he takes his pistol and his assault rifle and his combat knife and he flings it over to the other side of the room. It's going to be a lot less interesting now.
No, I can accommodate. Uh, I'll throw the spear down to the side,
Okay.
and
And no shield.
of course, I'm not even gonna cut it on.
All right.
Uh, I'll start off.
Are you trying to fight now? You starting to fight?
Yeah, we start the fight.
Go for initiative.
What was that? One die or all three?
Every time you roll in this game, it's all three, unless I specify otherwise. Rolling, and you're gonna add your vigilance score.
All right, so that's 11, 13. Vigilance is the vigilance score is +3. So
Okay,
that
so
puts me
you
at
rolled a
16.
16.
Yep.
All right, it's on you. Gotta keep track
All
of all
right.
your stuff.
Say that again.
You got to keep track of all of your focus and all of that and health, because I don't have access to that.
Okay. How far away is he?
Guys are currently 10 spaces apart from each other on the practice floor.
Okay. Uh, I'll start by charging at him.
What does that mean?
I'll run directly at
Dashing?
him.
You're dashing. Are you?
Dashing.
So when you say charging, what I mean is if you're doing a full charge, you're going to use both of your standard. You're going to use your movement, and then you're going to use your standard as a movement. Is that what you're talking about?
Okay, no. Just wanted to
So you're running. You're running the five. You're running towards him basically.
yes.
Okay, so you run towards him. You can obviously get to him, or you can get 5 spaces away from him. I'm sorry, no, you were 5 feet, not 5 spaces. So you can get right in the space. Is that what you're gonna do?
Yes.
All right, now it's on you. What you gonna do?
I want to do a baseball slide at his leg and attempt to sweep.
You're doing a baseball slide at his legs. You're doing a leg sweep.
Yep.
Is that a power that you have, or you just that is just an attack? Because that matters.
It is just an attack.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
I have 11, and I'm adding my melee into that.
You're gonna add your melee ability score.
Uh, ability score, what was it, 11, 17.
All right, give me 1 second. All right, so that is a hit. So you dash straight at White Wolf. He's standing there with his claws open, with his arms spread, and you slide and you sweep in with an attack. Um, you're able to do get a good hit in on his leg. Um, however, you're not doing that much damage because of the damage reduction of his suit with the vibranium. What's damage though?
Let's
What did you
see.
roll on your marble die?
I rolled only a 2.
Okay, and your melee damage multiplier is
4.
4, so you're gonna reduce that by 2. So 3 times 2 is 6 plus what? What's your score? Ability score.
Say that again.
So you're gonna do 3 times 2 because the damage is reduced by 2. Plus what? What is your ability, your melee ability score? Bonus.
4.
All right, so you're doing 10 points of damage. Uh he says, good one. See him stumble a little bit as you hit his leg. Uh he is going to go, you see him crouch and you see him move his hands in front of him, almost kind of like a tiger claw stance, but not quite. Must be some type of Wakandan fighting technique. And he says, okay, Let's see what else you got. So he's in some type of attack stance. On you.
Hmm. He's going for a little stand, for an attack stance here. Um, that's a good one. All right. With no weapons. Mhm. All right. Would would engaging the darkness at this point be considered cheating?
You can do whatever you want with your suit as long as you don't use your weapons.
Okay, I didn't know if the darkness power would be considered
By the way, because of untouchable position, when you attack him, all other attacks that you make at this point until your next turn have trouble. So it's up to you what you want to do.
hmm, yeah, this is kind of confusing. All right, let's move back as far as we can.
So
Wait,
you're going to do a you gotta be specific about what you're doing here.
all
You
right, I'm
can
going to backflip a couple of spaces to put some distance between him and I.
are you using both of your actions? Are you using your standard action as a movement as well?
Yes.
So you're just gonna get up and backflip. I'm gonna say you move into the edge of the practice mat because you can't leave the practice mat. So okay, so you get up and you start backflipping all the way to the end of the practice mat, which is not going to be quite the full dash spaces because it's a practice mat. It's not that big.
Okay.
Okay, you get far away. Okay, so he is just simply going to say, "Okay, you're running. Is that
Mm,
what I
str-
chose?
strategic, that is strategic.
That's what I chose." So he simply dashes forward with you, and he's able to catch up. He's going to attempt to throw a. Do I want to do a ram? Nope. He's just gonna stand there. He's right. He's right. No, he's gonna let's see, what is he gonna do? You know what? No. I'm gonna do a vicious attack with the claws. You ain't gonna be able to run away, bro. Vicious attack with the claws. So close attack, melee. 12. Does a 17 hit you melee?
Uh, let's see. Which one is that? That's against my melee
Yeah, melee.
defense.
Your melee defense. 17 hit you?
So that'll be my defense score plus.
It's just your defense score.
Okay, yes, that hits.
Okay. You have damage reduction too, correct?
Yes.
All right. So that's gonna be that's gonna be 13 points of damage to you. Except because he was in his attack stance, make sure I got this right because I don't want to do you dirty. Okay, so actually, It doubles the melee damage. So it's going to be uh, let me get this. Let me do this right. Claws are also going to give it a plus one to the attack. So it's more times. So you're taking 22 points of damage. Come on, you can do better than that. Let's go.
Second hit. Oh, even with this armor, it hurts. Okay. Um,
You should see how it would feel if I was really trying.
it actually is frightening. But all right. Here I go. I am going to answer back by going with a hit and run.
All right?
Got what that does?
What exactly are you gonna do? So what you can do is you can move and you can hit while moving. You can continue your movement into whatever direction you want. You're right next to each other, so you can actually hit and then position yourself wherever you want with your full movement. Um, so go ahead and roll. You also have an edge on this roll as well. Just in case you haven't realized it, he's turned off his advantage with your benefactor keyword for this fight, so he's not using any of that right now. Fight
No,
fair.
I was wondering what happened with that.
He's fighting. He's fighting fair.
That sucks, by the way. That yeah, this is a fair fight. Uh, so I rolled a 10 and my melee is 4.
All right. So, in which direction are you going to move after you swing? You can run 3 spaces away if you want. Well, in this training, it really doesn't matter, but you can position yourself however you like.
All right, I'm going. Does that even bother to hit? But yeah, I'm going to move directly past him,
Okay.
from the front
So,
of him to the back of him.
all right. So after he slashes you with his claws, you attempt to do a dashing slash at him. Uh, as you swing at him and go past him, your claws barely miss the side of his rib cage, and you continue past him, and you turn around about 3 feet away.
Darn, you slipped past that one. Oh,
That was close. Uh, however, uh, let me double check and make sure this works the way I think it does. Nope, it does. So we good. So he simply he's going to attempt to grapple you now. Um, 14 hit.
ah, melee. Yeah, 14 just hits it on the head.
All right. So you can attempt. You have a reaction, so you can attempt to use your reaction to escape the grab. You're going to have to beat a 14.
Gotta be 14. Yeah, not even worth mentioning. Nah, he got me.
What did you roll?
A 5.
You have karma,
Yeah, I'll burn the karma.
so you get to re-roll your lowest dice.
You know what? No, I'm not gonna burn the karma because all my dice are my lowest dice.
Include what did you roll on your marble die?
A 1.
That's a great roll then.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'll burn the karma.
Just don't re-roll that one.
I know. And doink, wasn't even worth it. Yeah. So 5 on the regular dice and 1 on the Marvel dice.
So that's actually 11. What about the other die? Oh, so that's all together.
Yeah.
What's your melee score?
Melee is +4.
So you won. That's a 15 in total. Remember, the Marvel die one counts as one. So that's a fantastic success. So this is what happens. So White Wolf attempts to grapple you, tries to use some type of hammerlock on you, and you're able to counter out of it by doing a backflip out of it, and in the process, you are able to get on his back and pin him with his arm behind his back. Oh,
Aha.
nice move. In response, he's going to use his reaction to try to escape out of it. He has to be. Oh, you also do damage to him in the process with on the arm. I'm going to say he takes about uh, let's say he takes about 5 damage. He's going to attempt to escape. It's with his oh.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Oh my goodness! Not only does he beat it, he rolled a fantastic success as well. So as you roll back and he feels some pain in his arm, he's like, "Oh, good hold." But he's able to use his lower leg to pivot to throw your balance off to the right, and in the process, he's able to spin around uh, with his body so that you guys are both basically head to head. In the process, he's able to uh, get his other arm wrapped around your head. So now he has you pinned with a forward front headlock, and you're both on the ground and you're pinned. He's gonna do 5 damage to you in the process.
I'm just gonna make a whoa and then hit the ground with an oof.
So he's on top of you with the headlock. It's your move.
Uh,
Pretty good fight.
hmm. So
He's got you pinned now. So when you're pinned, let me just go ahead and go to it.
he's got me pinned.
Got you pinned
What
face
else?
down
Where
in the
are
headlock. Probably need to try to escape.
darn it? Okay. Uh,
I'm going to tell you
yeah, I
exactly.
might. Huh?
I'm going to tell you exactly what pinned means as well in a second.
Because I know it's like you get what is it? Not a disadvantage on,
So
or either
when
you
so when
can't
you're
you can't move at all.
so when you're pinned, it's just like being grabbed. Like so, you can't move, just like being grabbed. But when you're pinned, you also have trouble on all melee and agility checks, and you
Okay.
can't move at all. So even an escape will now be difficult. But probably
So
want
he's
to.
got me in a headlock where my body is prone, and he's
You're both prone, face down, and he has you in a headlock. You can attack from this position if you like, or you can try to escape.
uh he's got me pinned face down in the headlock.
Right. He's got you in a headlock. He's basically his upper torso is resting on top of your upper half or up your head, and he's got you locked in a headlock position. So he could choke you at on his next turn if he wants.
Okay. Um, yeah, I'm gonna try to escape that.
All right, you got trouble. Roll melee with trouble. Got to beat 14. I'm sorry, no, my bad. Got to beat an 18 because that's what he rolled on the last one.
Got to be an 18. So, six, 12 on my regular dice, and I got a fantastic. I mean, a one on the Marvel dice.
12 plus what? 4? That's 16. That doesn't do it. All right, so
Even with the fantastic success.
that's a fantastic failure.
Oh,
So this is what happens. So you attempt to uh, push his arm upward so that you can get enough leverage to try to get your knees up so you can try to get out of the position. What ends up happening is you're not quite able to get it through, but you're able to adjust his arms enough that you're able to get your knees up, and you don't escape, but you make it so that your next roll is only going to be a 10. You adjusted the position of his arms and his leverage.
okay.
So it's his turn. He's just going to try to knee you in the stomach since you got up. Lift up, try to knee you in the stomach. 14 hit.
Yep.
So just like I said, he slightly lifts you up and pivots you, gives you a nice knee to the bread basket. Oof. Um,
Yep. I
we
can't say
all know
anything because
we
my
all know
diaphragm.
that right. We all know that impact doesn't do as much because of your vibranium armor is intact. So it's going to reduce the damage quite some bit, but still, there's going to be 11 points of damage. It says
It says
yield.
how much?
11 points of damage. He says yield.
Uh,
Or do you want to keep going?
it's going to take more than this to get me to give up, sir.
All right, it's on you.
So I'm still pinned.
You're not pinned anymore. You're grappled though.
All right.
He stood you up and kneed you on the stomach.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna roll. I want to grab that knee and give him a little fisherman suplex.
So you're attempting to. All right. I mean, you're grabbed. Um,
Is that something I can do, or do I just need to escape?
I mean, I'm gonna say you can attempt to do this, but considering that he has you grabbed and you were able to adjust his position a little bit, I'm gonna say you can do it, but it's gonna be very, very difficult melee attack check. You gotta beat a 16.
Mm. You know what?
As opposed to just beating a 10 and escaping the grab. It's up to you though.
Yeah, I just want to escape the grab.
All right, go ahead and roll. Melee.
Roll melee, 11, 12, 13.
All right, so you beat it. So uh say you after saying it is gonna take a lot more to get me to give up, you muster up the strength, use that leverage you took away from him and use the momentum of his attack, and you are able to flip your head out from underneath his arms. Uh You got your movement action. What you want to do?
I'm gonna do a quick, a small jump backwards.
I mean, you also still can attack because that was an escape. So that's a
Oh, okay.
reaction.
I'm gonna say at this point, how about we pick up those weapons and see what we can do from there?
Excellent. So you guys pause, walk over. He picks up his knife. No, he thinks about the knife and he realizes he don't want to repair that suit. So he puts the knife back down and he picks up his assault rifle.
All right, I grab the spear, press
All
the
right.
button, activate the shield on the cuff.
Ah, now this is interesting.
I do a motion to crack my neck, and then I twirl the spear to where the sharp end is pointing down, and I crouch.
Okay.
And ready when you are.
I'm gonna give you a point of karma for that. All right. So it is yours. It is still your turn.
All right. Um, how far away is he from me?
You all are currently he tossed his shield the opposite side. So I mean, I would say at this point, you guys are about 6 paces apart.
You said 6 spaces,
About 30 feet apart.
30 feet. Good Lord, that's not even worth. Okay. I am going to cautiously use my movement action to move 10 feet forward.
Right, so you coming forward a little cautiously, you crouch down, you measuring them as you move forward. Anything else?
Nope, I can't reach him yet. If he's 30 feet away,
Okay, so it says, well, let's test out your shield. He lifts his he lifts his assault rifle and he shoots at you. He's obviously getting in trouble because of your shield deflection ability. But because his assault rifle is a specialty of his edge knocks that away. So it's actually a normal. Yeah.
repeat that. You said
I said your shield deflection ability would give him trouble, but because uh, he has a signature attack with the assault rifle, that edge is knocked away. He's supremely skilled with his assault rifle. So, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Does a 17 hit? I'm surprised you didn't activate your darkness.
yeah.
Does 17 hit?
Oh, yeah. I took wait a minute. The
Damn,
17 hit.
I didn't give you the damage yet. All right, so you see that he's very skilled with his assault rifle. He lifts it up and he lines the shots up so that it goes towards both your head and your torso and your leg in a 3-shot burst. You're able to deflect 2 of the shots, but the third one gets through. It is Going to hit you. Add a damage reduction. So he's going to get you for 17 points of damage.
So he does 17 points of damage.
It just so happens he does 17 points of damage.
What a quinky dink.
I can do this all day. You might want to get closer.
So can I. I'm going to let me know when it's my turn.
On you. He's just standing there with his rifle. He don't need to get closer.
Okay. I'm going to reply. So can I. And I am going to use I can do this all day, and I'll sacrifice a karma or 10 focus, sorry, to heal myself.
Okay, let me see exactly what that does.
I think it's 2 points per point of focus.
I just want to know from my own knowledge. All right, the character has 2 points of health for every point of focus they spend. You got 5 more focus. You spend 10 focus. So yeah, so you heal 20 points of damage. Then what do you do?
Nope, hold on, give me a second. All right. I'm going to now activate the darkness ability.
How you activating the darkness ability? Can't do that and do this all day. Can't do both.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know because that was my standard action, right?
Yep.
I'm going to move up 10 more spaces.
Ah, I love
With my
this.
shield, up, I'm just going to, however,
I
whatever.
love
I'm moving
this.
forward.
He's going to just take aim and shoot at you again. Uh, he's going to use suppressive fire though. I'm not even going to ask you if it hits because it definitely does. It's that ridiculous. So suppressive fire. Um, where are you, buddy? All right, so he's making this attack against your vigilance defense. It is yeah, it's definitely so basically I'm going to apply health damage to your focus. So basically he's shooting at you. He's just unleashing a barrage of bullets all around your entire body. None of it is hitting you, but it's such a barrage that it's catching you off guard and it's making you tired. So you're going to take 35 points of focus damage. Still got focus left?
Let's see here. Oh, I'm sure I do. But that was quite a bit.
Probably still got focus left.
Okay. Yeah. I still got some focus left.
All right. He's going to back up 5 feet. Go ahead.
All right.
See how long you can go.
I'm going to activate the darkness.
All right, you activate the darkness.
And what is that? Let me see. Do I have to pay focus to do that?
Uh, you see, learn your power, sir. Plus 5 focus.
Okay.
All right, you activate darkness. Now what are you doing?
All right. Is that my complete standard
Hmm?
action? Huh?
That is a standard action. Yes, standard action. Yes.
All right. Now that he can't see my movements, I am going to crouch down to further confuse him.
All right. So crouching down does not um, give you an advantage. Going prone would give you an advantage against um, an agility attack, though. So you can go prone if you want to affect anything. I mean, it's up to you. How you want to do it? I mean, he
Okay.
already can't see you.
I'm gonna just stay standing up, and I will move as close as I can to him.
Okay, so you move close to him. All right, so
How far away is he? Is he to me? Because I need to get him enveloped in the darkness.
all right, so I mean, you are. This takes up an area 5 spaces wide per your rank. So basically, the whole room, the whole training area, as far as the mat that you guys are uh, going on, is enveloped in darkness. Actually, as you use it, the guys that are spectating on the side, hey man, what's going on? I can't even see. They can't even see the fight anymore.
Okay. Um, at this point, I'll have to end my turn.
All right, so uh, oh, I see. I have to take you seriously. So now the benefactor trait is going to act is going into effect. Um, he can't see you, but he did see where you were when you activated your ability. So he knows that you can only be within 5 spaces from that area in any direction. Um, he is going to run forward. Uh, he's going to shoot his assault rifle. He's going to spread the shots in a burst from one side to the other side. So that's going to be the edge he uses in order to try to hit you. But it's just a normal thing because he still can't see you. So the trouble that the so you're going to get a double trouble. I mean a double edge. So he's going to actually be rolling this with uh, a normal. It's normal because he's also using his edge against you.
Okay.
I am gonna so there's a he's got a he's rolled he's definitely rolls enough to hit you. It's an 18. Because he's just spraying the shots around, this is gonna be half damage. So he's gonna hit you. He, he sprays it. I'm happy you get the chance to see the weakness of your abilities.
This time I remain silent
Should. So you're taking 21 points of damage.
on a half.
He rolled a lot on the Marvel. He rolled a six.
You said 21?
21 points of damage. Um, and that breaks the concentration of the suit. The darkness is dissipated. Ah, nice try. Yield.
Hmm. Nah, I'm not ready. I'm gonna I'm gonna I can do this all day, so I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna
All right.
burn another 10 points of focus.
All right. So you ball your fists and you ugh, do this all day. Heal another 20 points of damage. And he looks at you, and what do you do? Where do you go?
Hmm. I'm just gonna circle. Wait, now how close am I to him now?
You're still about 10 feet away.
Mm, hello.
I was running out. Make a decision.
All right. I'm just gonna hold position.
All right. Ah, starting to look tired. Gonna unleash another barrage of bullets on you with suppressive fire. And it is bogus. Definitely hits. Fantastic success. So he just keeps going at it. He's just drilling you. And you're just holding the shield up to block the shots. Uh not doing any physical damage, but it is so draining and you've already tired. He's going to hit you for 82 points of focus damage. You definitely are demoralized at this point.
Yeah, yeah, demoralized in real life.
Do you still want to fight?
Yeah, you know what? You're gonna have to put me down a little bit harder than that.
roll a
Nah,
roll a let's roll a confidence check. Roll a confidence check because so much is going down at this point, and you're also demoralized. Um, you gotta hit a let's see, you gotta hit a 14 for this to go. It's an ego 14.
that's definitely not a 14. Nah, didn't make that one.
Okay. So he walks up to you and he extends his hand. He says, "You did an excellent job."
Thank you, sir. Still didn't get to see as much as I wanted to see from my own skills and from what I can do with this suit.
Well, without it's understandable. I'm better than you, and I know everything about that suit. But you will continue to improve. You will continue to train. You will get better, and you will get stronger. I definitely chose the right man.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your vote of confidence.
Now, I am assuming you are going to visit your superiors. Let us get this out of the way. I do not care what you share with them. Don't be afraid. Don't think that I want you to be secretive. Uh, however, with that freedom, I expect you to be loyal to the Wakandan cause as well. As you know, Wakanda is not uh, a nation that is an enemy of Shield. So you can be as open and honest as you would like. But I'd also like you to be open and honest with me as well. We have a deal.
We have an agreement. I I appreciate what you're doing for me, and
Excellent.
I do believe I can find a happy medium between my service to Wakanda and my service to Shield.
And so he throws up the Wakandan fist gesture for Wakanda.
Hmm. Do I return the gesture?
That's up to you.
I will sir,
Did
allow me the time to ease into
you did just say that you are you gonna do it or not?
yeah, I'm gonna return the gesture.
You hesitate. We will work on that. He turns around and he walks out. Uh, everybody in the room is looking at you. They start clapping. Paladin's like, that was entertaining.
I'm gonna snatch my what do they have? Is it just a mask? Snatch my uh, mask off.
It's a mask, but it's attached to the suit. You can
Okay, I'm gonna pull it off my face. My shoulders drop and look up the sky with a look into the ceiling with a huge sigh. Huh. Thanks, guys. Still, I think I underestimated him, and
I mean, come on. Did you really think that you were going to beat him?
no, but I thought I'd do better.
You did pretty well, actually. Maybe you just don't realize it. All right, so now
Yeah,
what are you going to do?
I'm gonna. Uh, I want to get who's still left in there as far as the gifted are concerned.
Dexter, Breaker, and Paladin are there.
Hmm. With all respect, Paladin, is it all right if I talk to Dexter and Breaker alone?
Oh, why would I care?
Hmm. Out of respect, just wanted to have a moment with my teammates.
All right, no problem. I'm out. Pulls up a door and walks through it.
Well, gentlemen, it seems that about to embark on a different adventure here, where I'm supposed to be a second in command. Uh, Even with my other affiliation, I haven't had any command presence. So I just wanted to kind of get an idea of how you guys feel about everything in general and, you know, working with me as somebody who might have to make some calls.
Dexter looks at you, puts his arms above his head, folds them behind his head. I don't care. I can work with whoever's the leader. As long as it isn't Mike, I'm cool.
That guy worries you too, huh? Oh yeah, our
Guy's an idiot.
yeah. Um, but have you heard about him yet?
I mean, yeah, I know he's got a semio. Everybody does now. I don't really
Hmm.
know much what that means, but
You haven't seen
everybody
those
everybody
things?
here got upgrades, so I'm sure it doesn't mean anything good as far as I don't know. I don't know what to think about that thing.
Uh, Hmm. I'm just gonna say do some research. They're pretty rough. I've dealt with them during the invasion in New York. Uh,
Wait a minute. Knowledge. Let's do it now. A history check on that.
all right.
Go ahead and roll. Going to be a logic.
Uh, I rolled 16 on the die,
All right. So
and
yeah, you have. I'm gonna go ahead and say that you have experience dealing with symbiotes, and not only did you have experience dealing with the symbiotes, but you were definitely involved in the null invasion. So you also have some knowledge of null symbiotes as well.
okay. Yeah, those they're very difficult. I would suggest you try to do a little research on these things. Try to come up with a kind of a game plan. I don't exactly, you know, I'm not too confident dealing with Mike Baxter. Should that thing decide it doesn't agree with him or with what we're doing, I'm gonna have to go make amends with Mike Baxter and maybe, you know, see if I can schmooze my way into the good graces of that symbiote.
Well, Dexter looks at you, and his eyebrows go up, and he folds his arms and he says, I understand that there are concerns with Mike. That's our teammate. Shouldn't you be trying to figure out a way for us to work together instead of talking about him like this?
Oh, most definitely. That's why I said I did. I'm gonna have to find a way to kind of smooth over our previous what's the word I'm looking for here? Uh, disagreements.
Stupidity?
Yeah, if you want to call it that.
I think making a giant gorilla with four guns at once is stupid. Yes, that's what I would have called it.
Well, we got to work with them now, so uh, might be
Now,
the best
please.
thing to try to build a bridge, so to speak.
Breaker is looking at you like, if he does anything, I'll just squeeze his head.
Uh, break. If only it was that. If only it was that simple. These things are, from what I've seen, bullets don't matter. Your strength doesn't matter. At least in terms of just straight hand-to-hand combat. They're like fighting putty.
Strength always matters. There's a body underneath that putty. You just don't know how strong I am now.
Well, I look forward to not being on the business end of that strength. But anyway, we didn't get very far in terms of getting to know each other during the trials. Uh, are we cool?
I don't see why we wouldn't be.
Hey, just wanted to make sure, but hope to make this a very good relationship. Uh, and if you guys have anything that bothers you or any problems or concerns when we're doing these missions, you don't be afraid to voice them. I'm sure Slate isn't the type of guy that he's so focused on the mission that how your feelings don't matter.
Both of them look at you with a blank face and says, and Breaker doesn't say anything, but Dexter says, I'm a 16-year-old. I got a place to stay and food to eat. I don't care. We get to hang out and do cool stuff with people with powers. We're good. Breaker just nods his head.
Okay. Yeah, I want to make sure you make it to 116. So I'll check you guys later. I got some stuff to take care of.
Cool. We're out.
MH, personal quarters, please.
All right, so you go to your personal quarters. When you step out the door, you get a phone call.
Wow. Now I get cell service. Okay. Hello.
Where have you
At
been?
first, I want to check the caller ID.
It's your superior officer, Alfonso, Mr. Alfonso Matt McKenzie. The answer?
Give me a second. Those are his three. He's his three. His first, middle.
His name is Alfonso.
Uh-huh.
His nickname is Mac. His last name is
Mac. I thought you
McKenzie.
said Matt.
Mac. His last name is McKenzie. Mac is his nickname. You call him.
Gotcha.
You
You
call him.
sound like you might have stuttered there.
No, sir.
So I answer the phone and I say, "Yes, sir."
Where have you been?
Uh, it's a long story and a lot of information, sir. Would you like me to come in, or do we need to? Do I need to explain everything over the phone?
Yeah, come on in for the briefing, stat.
On my way.
All right, so I'm assuming you're changing into your gray lion suit, or are you wearing regular clothes? Or are you going as Dire Wolf?
I am going to actually change into my shield, my basic shield outfit.
Are you bringing your gray lion suit with you? Remember, you're
Yes, but
trying to get. Okay.
I'm I'm stashing it before I go see Officer McKenzie.
Um, roll a knowledge check using logic, of course.
All right. 12, 15 plus 18.
All right. So you remember that there was that McKenzie is actually used to. He has the authority to basically use you the way he wants. So Shield not being what it used to be, you all are actually stationed in CIA headquarters now. Shield is not what it was. It is now referred to as a superhuman intelligence extra legal division. You're a right now in line with the CIA. So there's no secret, at least with you and McKenzie, that you have the gray lion suit. And most people are not going to question whatever you bring into the office because they don't care that much.
Okay. In that case, I'll walk in as Gray Lion.
All right. So you materialize. Uh, you're going to be a decent distance away from CIA headquarters. Uh, but there obviously was an entry point for you to get to this place in the first place. So that's where you land at. You go ahead and travel to the offices, and as you're walking up, people are looking at you like, "Why does this dude have a lion suit on?" But they have seen you come in before, and they are CIA, so they don't really care because they know that Shield's in the building. So you walk through,
Shield is in the building.
you go to Mac's office. He sees you, waves for you to come on in. It starts talking. Now, before you start talking, Mac is actually pretty famous as a Shield agent and as he used to work for CIA as well. He actually uh, has come out of retirement specifically to do something more for the world. He reluctantly joined Shield years and years ago. Worked with Nick Fury, worked with Contessa, Valentina De Fontaine. Kind of got turned off at some of the methods that they used. Even wrote an article against Nick Fury at some of his secret missions in Liberia at one point, his little secret war. So uh, he came back because he wanted to do more. He feels like he still got something in the tank, and he feels like with Nick Fury gone, he can do more good for the world. So while he's here, he's actually using you to be able to test out these little different items that Shield has in storage. Shield is much smaller now. There are very few operatives that are active. Uh, you don't have a helicarrier right now, so Mac is just doing whatever he can to help rebuild Shield back up, and you're his plan to do so. So you walk in. What do you say?
Hello, sir. Long time no see.
What's going on?
I
Guess
give
I can
a
call you.
shield
So I'll
salute.
call you Gray Lion. Have a seat. Tell me what's been happening with you. I'm sure you've got plenty of information. You've been gone for almost 3 weeks.
I walk up, I sit down. Um, the helmet makes a small hissing sound when I remove the helmet. And I take a deep breath and I just start off with, yeah, there's a lot to cover. Um, where would you like me to begin?
Well, first of all, where were you?
It seems that I was in a headquarters called Murder House.
Murder house.
Yeah, I know that
Oh,
sounds
don't tell me. Don't tell me this is arcade involved.
unfortunately, yes.
Oh God.
Though it's not as bad as his crime activities.
All right, let me be straightforward with you. Maria wants in on this. So you may have thought that this was just a situation between me and you, but no, Maria's been watching to see how you've been doing in the field the whole time. Uh, yes, a button. Maria, he's here. Come on in. See Maria walk around. She's not the biggest woman, but she has a powerful presence. She walks in. She
My
shakes your
back
hand.
straightens up.
She reaches out to shake your hand.
I remove the gauntlet and I shake her hand and say, "It's an honor to meet you, ma'am."
So this isn't the first time you met me, but I guess I haven't paid too much attention to you. What's your name again?
Uh, I am Robert Harris.
You've been doing a good job, Bob. All right, so I'm just gonna ask you. Uh, we obviously think this is a great opportunity. Whatever it is you're doing with them, either to take down some of these guys that you're working with, or to find out if there's any other information that we need to be able to take down anybody that might be bigger.
Wait
So
a minute. You know the players that are involved with this situation I'm in?
I don't. Of course I don't. But I knew we your superior, Mac, definitely let me know what you were up to. I mean, what did you think you were going to be able to be gone for weeks at a time without us taking a notice?
Oh, I'm sure you guys will notice, and I'm supremely happy that I still have my membership with Shield.
Mac told us what you were doing, and we simply just waited for you to get back. We're glad you're still alive.
Well, once I fill you in, you'll know why.
All right, so first things first, give me a rundown on who you met while you were there and what their plans are, just to the best of your ability. Just give me the names.
All right. So in this situation that I'm involved with, it's kind of better if I kind of split up the people that I've met. There's a group calling themselves the Benefactors, and I am part of the group called the Gifted. So the Benefactors being the late Gorilla Man, the power guy, the power broker.
Hey, wait,
Uh,
wait, 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 wait. Let's do this one at a time. First of all, you said Gorilla Man. You said late Gorilla Man.
yeah. I didn't really know much about the guy before this whole situation went down, but from what happened, he is no longer alive.
Tell me
That really
exactly what
scared
happened. Tell
me.
me exactly what happened. This is crazy. I didn't even know you could kill Gorilla Man.
Uh, well, in terms of event wise, it'll make more sense. But he sacrificed himself to pass along that whatever gorilla man powers that he possessed. He found somebody found or he helped find a way to kill himself. One of my one of the people involved in this situation uh, basically helped him kind of end his suffering the way he made it sound with his powers
So you saw Gorilla Man die?
right in front of my eyes, roughly almost say 10 to 15 feet away from me.
The person that killed him, did he turn into a gorilla?
No, not from what I've seen, but there was some sort of. All right, I need to do a knowledge check here? Because I
You
remember
have to
we
do
rolled for some sort of
what do you
perception.
what do you what are you doing a knowledge check for? Exactly.
Did I notice what? Because I failed a perception check that went on when that happened.
There was no perception check of anything about him dying.
Transferring the power transfer.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see anything from that.
Uh, well, I saw Gorilla Man die, and the guy that got the powers didn't turn into a gorilla. But he said something was different about the way he felt afterwards.
Gorilla Man is a good guy. He's been fighting the fight way longer. I've been a shield agent. I don't understand why he would kill himself.
He just said he was tired.
Okay, so Gorilla Man's dead, and you said he described it as some type of gift to whoever this other person was. Is that what the
Yes,
whole point of this process was?
yes, we are the gifted. I received a
Ah,
gift, and others receive a gift from all of those referred to as the benefactor. It was the whole point of why I've been gone 3 weeks.
okay, so Mac starts to nod his head. He says, "I get it now. Benefactors feel like they're doing you all a solid by giving you a gift to help you, I guess, do to upgrade yourselves. And
Exactly, sir.
any indication of why they're doing this?
Uh, they say that they all want to achieve their goals. Not everybody is forthcoming or is transparent with their goals. They're treating this more like a kind of an experiment of some type. So I don't know exactly what their end game is. I didn't get a chance to ask as many questions that I would like.
This is not making much sense to me. But okay, let's look at this list of people you gave. You said the power broker. Now,
Yes.
looking at the info that we have in the database, the power broker, what does he look like? There actually been a few of them running around. Could you describe him for me?
This one was kind of a big guy, gruff voice, wearing some sort of suit.
Wait. She starts typing in a database. That guy's been dead for a long time. The
He didn't look.
Punisher killed him. There, there are two other power brokers, two guys calling themselves power brokers running around right now, but they're all regular sized.
Nah, this guy was kind of brawny.
Okay. I don't even know what to say at this point. Okay. What about Paladin? It really shocks me. It really doesn't shock me that he's involved at all because Paladin just does whatever. Did he give you anything that you might find interesting or might find important that you can tell us?
Nope, very limited interaction. I spoke with him. He seems like a pretty cool guy. Uh,
Oh boy, you don't know Paladin at all. He's the most apathetic adventurer in history. He doesn't care about what happens to you or anybody else.
hmm,
He just
well,
wants to make money.
didn't have too much to do with him. Just more of a cordial hi. He clapped for me in a sparring match that I lost. That's about it.
Okay. You
Uh,
also have Dr. June Covington on your list. That
I do know that.
is because you just gave a spiel and just gave us the information.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure because yeah, um, kind of worries me. In my little running, can I do a knowledge check?
Sure.
Uh,
What are you trying to remember?
some names of and rumors and hearings about the of going on in the underworld of
What did you roll?
huh?
What did you roll for your knowledge check?
It's here. 14 plus which one? What am I checking? Which
Logic.
ability? Huh?
Logic.
Roll to 17.
And so, as a field agent, you have been kept abreast of the goings on of pretty much anybody in the superhero community. So you are aware that Tasi Dasi was a part of the Dark Avengers. And you also have studied the files of her. She was kept in the prison. Uh, that is the underwater prison that has now been destroyed, that she escaped from. So you are aware of how dangerous she is.
What about the mean streets of Chicago?
What does that have to do with anything?
that has to do with who I my explanation of what I saw and witnessed in goings on.
You, sir, are currently meeting with Shield at the same time that uh, Henchman is doing whatever he is doing. So you are not yet aware of any of that.
Okay. Well, uh yeah, she's Dr. Covington took this really uh jerkish dude into to experiment on him. I didn't know the guy. He was really mean, or he was language I'd rather not use, sir. And the guy almost got himself killed by the high evolutionary.
The who?
Yeah, you heard me right. I kind of wonder if I'm over my head in this situation. But yeah, this guy definitely was. He talked smack. He talked trash to the high evolutionary, and he tried to take the weapon that was used to kill Gorilla Man. And the benefactors, or at least the high evolutionary, really didn't like that. But I don't know. He looks like a regular guy, um, wearing a suit. But yeah, just he seemed to not make too many friends. But Dr. Covington was very visibly excited to, take him under her wing.
So they're both sitting there with their mouths wide open. Maria Hill wanted to keep her stoic presence.
Is this
Closes
guy
her,
really that big a deal?
closes her mouth and folds her arm. I'm just gonna try to ignore that you said the high evolutionary right now and focus on this guy you're talking about. What's his name?
The one that Dr. Covington
Yes,
uh, has adopted. He
yes.
called himself henchman. He's gonna be. I'm gonna have to find some way to work with this guy.
Hmm. Never heard of him. Does he have any powers?
I noticed he was able to clone himself. Uh, I'm not sure of what Covington has done to him yet.
That
I've
is,
only heard a few rumors about the quote unquote gifts that were given to some of my teammates.
you don't really need to say anything else. You're telling me that a guy that can copy himself is working with a psychotic doctor that can give him superpowers?
Yeah, the look on her face was kind of more like she got herself a boy toy.
Oh God, this is terrible. What is going on? Okay, high evolutionary. Who's he working with? This is
Some Japanese looking kid who only calls himself Slate. The guy looks a little timid. Um, he reminds you of you know, what's that show with the kid with the arrow on his head? I don't the one the kids love to pretend to be and spinning around and whooshing stuff, except he's
neither one of us watch watch that much TV, man. I don't know what you're talking about. What
okay. Well,
what's his
this
deal?
guy, he seems to be pretty good with you know, slinging rocks,
So
literal
he sells
rocks, not the
drugs.
drugs.
Oh, okay. Come on, man. All right. So is he someone we need to be concerned about?
Sir, as far as I'm concerned, everybody in this story that I just lived through we should be concerned about. But him, no. On a serious level, I haven't seen anything in his personality. But what I hear is that his gift is somewhat cosmic power, rain power type stuff. He just,
Oh,
yeah. All I heard was the word cosmic, and I don't understand it yet.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah. As soon as I can, gather more information on what exactly the nature of the gift was, other than the word cosmic, I will. Yeah, I'll let you know.
Oh, we're definitely glad we have you there because this could really be a threat to the entire planet. This is okay.
We're not done.
Let's keep going.
All right.
Let's
There's a guy
let's
I'm kind of scared to say his name. I don't want to if he's on our side. I don't want to kind of you know bust his bust his position. But
do your job. Just tell us everything.
Grant Ward.
Grant Ward. Ah, yes, we knew you would get to him eventually.
Oh yeah. That guy is
There's a
working.
gray lion on your screen.
Yep, and he's gonna mess up my desk.
So we can be honest with you. We knew that Grant Ward was going to be there,
Oh wow. Should have known. Okay, so you're
but
letting
we,
that
but
guy work with the symbiotes that invaded us back when?
Grant, as you know, Shield is has not been the same since the last secret invasion war we dealt with. Shield is not even intact in the same capacity. We need all the good agents we can get. Uh, Grant Ward, not saying that we trust him. Obviously, we don't. He's working with some good men that are helping him control the symbiotes, and he's just a part of that division. We definitely have him being watched. But when he got that invitation, it was an opportunity we just couldn't pass up. So having
Mm,
both of you there is a benefit, especially with all that we see is going on. He has not yet reported in, so you're the first one that's given us all of this information. But
well,
I wouldn't say trust him completely. Does have a history of being a traitor. However, as far as we know, he is with us this time.
all right. Well, I don't envy the guy. Um, the guy that is working with him, because nobody knew exactly what was going on. We kind of let for lack of a better term, the village idiot of the team get that symbiote. Um, there's a guy that I guess goes by his real name, Mike Baxter. Supposed to be, he calls himself being some sort of assassin, uh, which I really yeah. Um, he's dangerous now because of the suit, and he announced that somebody in amongst one of the two groups is on his list, or he's got a contract to kill.
Wait. Max talks. So wait a minute. You're telling me there's an assassin who announces that his new team, there are targets on it, and he says this out loud. He uses
Uh,
his actual name around people he didn't know. And that guy has a symbiote now.
Uh, hey, I couldn't make this up if I wanted to.
It's worse the more we talk. Okay.
It's going to get worse, sir.
How
That's
so?
the
We're
that's the
listening.
comedy. That's the comedy part of my report.
Keep going.
Uh we had you already know about Arcade. Um,
Yes, unfortunately.
he's helping some guy that calls himself Weapon L,
Who?
uh, which I'm still trying to work out the L in my head versus uh, knowing about the or thinking about the guy running around calling himself Weapon X or the Weapons Plus program.
Well, it sounds like you're having the same idea I'm having.
Yeah, I don't know much about the guy. Supposedly he's from the future. He's able to pull like weapons out of his body or something.
Oh boy.
That's that's about the extent I know. I don't know about the future thing with him. Uh,
Max says this is why I hate all of these superpowers and special high power weapons. All I need is the regular standard issue. I can take out I can take out Jessica Jones with two moves with just a regular pistol.
hmm, yeah.
Anyway, this is crazy. All
Okay.
right,
You ready for it to get crazier?
we're listening.
One of the benefactors is a scroll.
Wait a minute, you don't know that.
Oh,
You know, a long shot. Would you like to roll and see if you suspect that he's a scroll?
okay. Okay, I'll roll that back. Yeah, there's this give me a second here. I can clear the table. All right. Uh, yeah,
Vigilance check.
12.
It's nowhere near high enough for you to suspect that's a scroll.
Okay. So okay, all right. There's this dude there named Longshot. I thought he was one of the X-Men. It was pretty cool from what I read. I didn't get a chance to talk to him. Uh, I would have loved to get his autograph.
Kent, Gray Lion. Anyway,
What? What?
who's
What
he
did I
working with?
miss?
Who's
There's an
he working with?
He's working with this other jerk on the team called Mainline. I don't know much about the guy. He doesn't share much. He's hey, he carries a 45, has an attitude. Um,
Why
yeah,
would he? Why would he want to work with somebody that has a connection with mutants? That's is he a mutant?
not from what I can tell. All I've seen out of him was that 45 and maybe some hand-to-hand combat.
Okay, this is absolutely insane. But okay, only three benefactors that are left are Ezekiel, White Wolf, and Ironmonger. What can you tell us about them? I mean, we know who these people are. We know White Wolf is some Wakandan outcast. We know Ironmonger is Obadiah Stane's son. Uh, that kid has been, for the most part, we haven't really been chasing him. We're kind of monitoring him, his activities to see what he's up to, and also to see if he can give us any connections to bigger fish to fry. But that kid's a problem. We're gonna have to take him down at some point. Why would Ezekiel be there?
He's looking, I guess, for somebody that can help him with his a business end. He joined up with this guy that a telepath. So if you happen to see Ezekiel Stain getting to Bill Gates level in a very quick time, you'll probably understand why.
I mean, that kid probably already has Bill Gates money. It's just in accounts we wouldn't be able to access.
Well, he's got a telepath on his side, and I don't know how to prepare for that.
Who's this telepath?
Uh Here's another guy that goes by his real name, supposedly. His name is was it uh Nick
Nick
Hale,
Halden?
Nick,
You have
huh?
Nick Halden here on this list.
Yes, that's it. Some of these names are escaping me. Yes, Nick. Who uses their regular name?
Is there anything you can tell us about him?
Other than him being a telepath, and yeah, he'll be the guy that probably forgets whatever he ripped out of your mind.
You got an absent-minded telepath on your team. This team is insane.
You know what? When this is over, I'm going to see if I can make some money on a book called The Absent-Minded Telepath.
You're always cracking jokes. All right. So
Sir,
so
in
far,
some of these situations, you got to find some levity in order to keep your sanity.
trust me, I believe that and understand it. That's how I've lasted so long.
I
All right, I
think the
got two.
last guy,
There's two more names here.
uh,
You didn't explain who Kiri was, and you also there's a guy that you just described as Dexter. Mention
Dexter, yes. I feel like I've made a friend with this kid. He is absolutely ridiculous with his aim. Of all the things that he can weaponize, he prefers to throw quarters. It seems like a very expensive hobby to have, but that's kind of his shtick.
Are
And
you sure?
he,
Are you sure he doesn't pick up the quarters after he throws them?
no, I haven't. Well, he might have. In our little trials and tests, I have to unfortunately admit that I may have been unconscious when he picked them up.
You got beat by a kid throwing quarters, and you're wearing a high-powered suit.
Yeah, he knows how to aim those things, and it's kind of inhuman how the velocity at which he can throw them.
Maria Hill gets serious and she says, just by the name and what you're describing, how old is this kid?
Yeah. Before I came here, he told me he's 16 years old.
Does Bullseye have a kid? Oh, and this
Mm.
gets worse and worse. But you said this kid is
That would
nice.
explain it.
He's not. He's not using a lethal weapon.
Nope.
Interesting. Okay, we're gonna have to figure that out as well. This Kiri person.
Yeah, you got me on her. No idea. Other than those cartoons from Japan the kids like nowadays. If you get some free
Okay,
time, you need to check some of them out. Um, she's like something that a kid showed me from one of those shows. She's a ninja. She's never told me her last name. She's never told me um, anything. I haven't had a chance to talk to her.
so
Uh,
you said she's a ninja. I mean, we've worked with plenty of ninjas. You mean a ninja like Electra?
I think more cartoony.
I don't watch cartoons, Gray Lion. Just
Uh,
spit it out.
she's got like those like ninja magic powers. She in one of the tests we had, combat tests we had, she like blew fog from her mouth and it just like filled half of the room we were in. She's got, from what I could tell, uh, she uses stuff like razor wire and other like normal ninja stuff. She didn't have a sword from what I remember, but yeah, she just had like ninja powers. She's working with what is his name? The guy that doesn't wear shoes.
Ezekiel. Right. You know what? Just stop talking for a minute. Uh, this is insane. We'll have to implement some type of plan. At this point, just continue working along with whoever you're working along with and keep track of it. If there's anything that is serious problem, obviously contact with us. Anything world need to know about, let us know. Uh,
Okay.
one more thing. Is there anybody else that is working with the benefactors?
Oh yeah, there was this lady. I think she had like Vicky. Yeah, her name is Vicky, and she had like this streak of colored hair, like down the front of her hair.
Vicky?
Hand. Yeah, Hand. Her name is Hand.
What? Victoria Hand was there?
Am I describing the right person? Doesn't she keep like a? I think she had like a green strip of hair in the front, and the rest of it was
Yes,
black.
that's Vicky Hand. But Victoria has been dead for years.
Mm,
And that's where we're going to end our episode. So, on our next episode, we'll see what's going on with the weird assassin Mike Baxter. Thanks for watching, everybody.